the matchup page. It'll be Fournier and Fultz in the backcourt. Vucevic, Ennis, and Gary Clark dropped off in their first round series to the Toronto Raptors. But let's also
more than capable on any given night of beating anybody in the NBA. Let's see if they are up to the challenge.
Chris Middleton gets the in a game. The only player in the NBA to be in the top 5 in both points and rebounds. His first look is a 3, and it didn't look bad.
On the triple. And if you're the Magic, I tell you what, I'd like to see more of that if you want to have a chance in this game.
Great take.
And really starting to understand the NBA game.
He's now in his 3rd season. The outside game's working. Vucevic averaged 20 a game last year. Was only 11 in the playoffs, though, against Toronto. Nick on the run out and the mid-range game. Will give and go off the pick. It'll be Ennis. He's got the triple.
Come in and do X, Y, Z. You know, if we shoot the 3 well, we don't turn it over, we can limit them in transition. We're going to have a chance to be successful.
And they were a clean team for the most part during the regular season. Antetokounmpo on the spin and the hammer.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, 1-point lead.
And in there and take that. And there was an example of the rotation coming a little late there from the weak side.
Good extra pass, the drive, kick, and both teams shooting lights out for the most part. Orlando right now, 5 of 6, make it 6 of 7. Vucevic, his luck, creates another takeaway, and all those turnovers, that's 4 out of the last 5 possessions. Nick Vucevic, he is
Bucks executive who said, listen, just because you have a champion on your roster doesn't mean that that person is the right fit for your roster. He loves the group of people around Giannis Antetokounmpo the other way.
And that's, again, you have to find things like that if you're the Magic. That you're not going to out-talent this Bucks team. You've got to win the anticipation to disrupt that Bucks offense.
Got the ball out of Middleton's hands. Marvin Williams gets the triple. He's been a corner 3-0 run right now for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo sharing it with George Hill, and it pays off.
Is because of the impact of Giannis, but you've seen it with this second unit. They do a great job of allowing their offense to create offense. Not a lot of ability to knock them down consistently.
4 of the 5 starters still out there, like Markelle Fultz in the mid-range game, and you're right, the confidence growing for this young man.
Giannis, and he's right at 30 minutes, so they play a lot of guys for extended minutes. They got a lot of confidence in this group, and they're still able to execute.
Man, picked up and going the other way is Wesley Iwundu. A good wing for them. Very athletic young man. He got contact, and he's going to the line looking for the 3-point play on Vucevic. Another board. So Nick's already got 7 and 3 to start the game with a couple of dimes. And pass is a perfect one. The lead by Payne. It's almost like they're playing a zone. Look at the 3 around. Good positioning. George Hill, he found him. And on the shot clock, final minute of a real good start for Orlando. Terrence Ross into the veteran, the 32-year-old DJ Augustine. And a good drive and kick for Nick Vucevic. He's got it again.
We have to win the rebounding game.
Markelle Fultz, his first ever start in the playoffs. Is this his best basketball he's ever played?
He was playing, he's gotten better all year. So before play stoppage was the best
level of his group. They have come out here on a mission.
It'll be Bledsoe. Had a breakdown out front. They were 24th in the league in scoring before the restart. And you saw the significant improvement. Chris Middleton tried to defend away. And now in the second year of a big deal with the Milwaukee Bucks, Iwundu taking advantage of Kyle Korver with a crossover
execution. They are creating great looks in the half court against the #1 defense in the NBA, and Korver able to knock them.
Orlando still shooting 55%. Fournier hit half his threes against them this past year. Ennis from, and we're going to be back here. We'll have him again on Monday. Inside it goes to Wesley Matthews.
But other guys have stepped up, and more importantly, their defense has really stepped up.
Vucevic already in double figures. Take him to 14. Remember what he's been doing out there, setting picks and legit screens. Now, the long deuce, got it again, 7 of 8 for that replay from last year. An 11-2 run now in a shocking 18-point game, making 16. He's going to get his game at this point of his career. On the run. Boy, they walled off Giannis, didn't they?
But he made the right read there. But that's 2 straight turnovers, too. So after doing such a good job early on, they're going to get a block.
You got it. Early in this game. Quiet since he came back onto the floor. Gary Clark spacing, gets another triple. The surprise package.
Had their struggles here the last few minutes offensively.
Giannis will get there and follow his own. That's padding the stats. Most point game inside of 2 to play.
He is such a force.
And the guy who drafted him's in the building, of course. Markelle Fultz, filling GM of Orlando now. Had been in Milwaukee and drafted the man with the ball, Giannis Antetokounmpo. As he gets the 3. Now as Matthews is free on the arc, Fournier will track it down. Trying to find Terrence Ross and a good spin on the baseline. The reverse.
What a finish.
What it is down. Not for the guys that fear the deer. It'll be a great play. Bledsoe.
Question though for the Magic, can they get Fournier going, who has struggled in the first round, as did last season and obviously in that first half?
You need to be the aggressor here in the second half. Wasn't pleased how the Magic took it to him in the first half. And then the other part of it here, locker room.
Yep. Left Vucevic the hot hand of the first half. And it's a bank, and he did not call glass, did he? 12 start, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Almost taken away. It is taken away. Eric Bledsoe read it. And smallest guy on the floor.
To get their rhythm.
Now Antetokounmpo on the spin. And got what he wanted. All of a sudden, for 10 points, 20 a game in the 4 games against Milwaukee this year, has yet to score. And out of the timeout, Middleton for the Orlando Magic. Gary Clark's got a dozen. Ennis has 9 above their season averages. Bledsoe going to the line. It beat Fultz out front and got him late.
Yeah, and I tell you, from the Magic, kind of a role reversal, if you will.
Kept alive. Good work by Fultz. Vucevic gets it. Fultz kept it alive.
Great call there, partner. Just being active, staying engaged.
And how can you lose Antetokounmpo? They did. And in NBA history. Just about 4 minutes into the third. It'll be Vucevic over the smaller Bledsoe, and he gets the best. Kept alive by Middleton. 50-50, it's Gary Clark with Markelle Fultz. And blocked away by Lopez, but the foul on Brook Lopez.
And that was, these came out and kind of hit him in the mouth a little bit and had him reeling, but they seem to have recovered a little bit, but they're great XA
could do in that matchup downstairs. Giannis 10 of 16. Just like Vucevic. On the take, Markelle. They average 14 threes a game. That's 4th best in the NBA. Left hand, Nick Vucevic. Showing every.
The Magic's partnership with the FRC has been conducting a voter registration campaign with the theme, Get Off the Bench.
You know, we talked about it earlier. Aaron Gordon's not playing, and hopefully he's going to be back for the next game as Gary Clark sets up. And gets another triple. This is Gary
Clark's your leading scorer. So
over the top, Vucevic, they fronted him. He gets the best of him. Marvin.
Seeing they have that mismatch, and how about that versatility with Vooch? Can also score with his back to the basket and nice.
So 3.5 left in a wild third, where it looked like Milwaukee was ready to go out in front. Instead, another triple for Nick Vucevic midway through the second quarter. Loose stop. Marvin Williams goes to the ground to save it. And a good give and go. DiVincenzo. 9-point game. Ennis and Birch. And blocked away by Lopez. So Birch tried to put his body into Brook. It didn't exactly. DJ Augustine. Using Birch. And Kent Birch, who only averages Owundu in for the first time in the second half. They're trying to get Terrence Ross on the run. And he gets it. Point game way back when. It'll be Bledsoe. Blocked away by Ennis. And a foul by James Ennis.
And he ain't going to like that dominant performance over the course of the season.
Final minute of a productive third. Augustine going to the rack. DJ Augustine.
The fourth, guys.
Thank you, Jared. Start of the fourth. Bledsoe out there with the Antetokounmpo. Korver gets hit and goes to the first 12 weeks of the season. And Isaac was out after the first of the year with a knee injury. Before the injury he sustained here. What a pass! Middleton far off as he's got 15 points. And now 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. Connaughton free on the arc. Pat Connaughton's got it.
Mini torch.
That's Bunsen burner. It'll be Terrence Ross in the mid-range game.
Giannis.
Yeah, I thought he was going to use the hammer there. He tried to roll it under. It'll be Augustine. And he gets the roll as Bledsoe tried to. He has, as long as he has, you know how tough he is. You know, they say a lot of times it's the shooter who's not, but he is. That's huge. Chris Middleton.
Ends up being a wasted possession.
Now, how long can they go without Vucevic on the floor? Good pocket pass, Brook Lopez, and it barely got
by Ross. They're attacking that defensive backboard.
It'll be Ross. He got away with the hammer.
Is a difference maker when he gets it going.
Bucks now 12 of 36 on their threes, and DJ Augustine. So a little more than 6 to play. 16 for Ross, as you mentioned, and make it 18.
And I tell you what, they are dicing Milwaukee up, and really it's been Middleton who is struggling to contain that movement, and he's going to get an and one there. A lot more from your second best player moving forward.
Vucevic free on the arc. Got him again. 14-point game and a shocker. It'll be George Hill. And it was Vucevic who changed that shot.
Westeen sold it.
Yeah, he wasn't exactly like he had established position there. Fournier, can he get one finally? Yes! First, Hill on the run. As Fultz was back in there, great look. George Hill got the triple.
Impressive performance by the Mavs as well. That was a good game to watch last night.
Now it's Fournier. Big one. He got it.
Possession by the Bucks.
Fultz. Didn't call glass, but it's a second chance. Fournier, a triple. Got it. Hard. You see the dominance of the season series, so nobody could have anticipated this today. Fultz with Vucevic. Great pocket pass inside. Augustine, great off the bench, like Ross. And balance across the board. Marvin Williams hits it, and that will give us our final score of a 12-point win for the Orlando Magic.